What's up, my trumpets and trombones? This is Saxxxy Pat coming at you live from the Sax Dungeon. Today we're serving up some of the saxiest tutorials found anywhere on the internet. So come along, take my hand, and let's get saxual. Yeah.
So sexy.
When you look into your soul, do you consent to getting sexual with yourself? And if you said yes, there is but one thing to do to start you on your journey. And that is to go down to your local music store and either rent or purchase a saxophone. Saxy.
So sexy.
Look, if you are a sexual being like myself, you're probably looking at your saxophone and thinking, damn, there's a lot of buttons on this bitch. Saxxxy Pat understands that the culture is shifting and changing to a more inclusive and empathetic way and would like to revise his last statement to say, damn, there's a lot of buttons on this saxophone. Saxxxy Pat knows that you want to touch these buttons. Saxxxy Pat knows you want to caress these keys. Saxxxy Pat knows you want to touch all these buttons. But Saxxxy Pat has to tell you, stop. Saxxxy Pat has to say, no. Saxxxy Pat has to say, you gots to stop. Stop.
So sexy.
It is important for us to theorize and philosophize about the connectivity between body and instrument, the creation of sexual music. So take for a minute your blow orifice. Come on. Come along with Saxxxy Pat on this sexual adventure in his sax dungeon. Blow your blow orifices with me now. Come on now, Saxxxy Pat says blow. Saxxxy Pat says blow. Kerouac says blow. Saxxxy Pat and Kerouac say blow. 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 Saxxxy Pat is a little bit lightheaded now. Saxxxy Pat might need to sit down for a minute and regroup. Saxxxy Pat doesn't feel so good after that one. Feeling a little bit nauseous.
So sexy.
Alright, Saxxxy Pat is back, baby. Once you've blown up, it's time to introduce that blowing to the blowing area on our instrument. You get it. You've blown now. Look at me. You've blown now. This is your blow piece. This is what some people in the industry tell Saxxxy Pat is called a mouthpiece. Listen, without this, not saxy. Saxxxy Pat wants it to be saxy. Where do I put this mouthpiece? No, that is not where you put it. Do not put your mouthpiece there. That is not saxy, that is just gross. The first step is to put the mouthpiece into your mouth. This, too much. Too little. Too much. Too little. Too much. Too little. You're gonna want to put it about halfway. Now we're gonna do it just right. Saxxxy.
So Saxxxy.
Listen up, my trumpets and trombones. We learned how to use our blow orifices to blow. We learned not to go too far. We learned not to go too short. We found out in the middle was just right. Time to put those together and have our first sexual experience. Saxxxy. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Sexual.
So Saxxxy.
The way Saxxxy Pat closes every lesson. The way Saxxxy Pat completes his tutorials. Here in the Sax Dungeon, my little trumpets and trombones. That's right, I'm gonna play you a Saxxxy classic. This one comes from the OG. One of the best to do it on the Saxxxy, Mr. Grover Washington. Thank you for joining me here in the Sax Dungeon. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. You know, if you want to get sexual with me, you must hit that subscribe button to be able to stay up with all of the sexual information that you are going to need in your life now that you have begun the journey of becoming a sexual being. So hit that subscribe button and let's listen to this Grover Washington classic, Wine Light. Here we go.